Working with Gretchen over the past couple years, I've been lucky enough to watch her do some pretty incredible things. She's been the driving force behind some of our biggest accomplishments, including our personal favorite, which was planting the 300 trees last year. She found the money to get them. She applied for a grant that we got over 260 trees. She hand-selected all of them based on their flowering ability, their fragrance, how they would look in the fall when the leaves start to change. She was very thoughtful with where she wanted to put them in the parks, and she picked the 3 parks that we put them in. One place that she picked included planting all of our tallest live oaks that we got along this 1-mile stretch of walking trail that currently had 0 shade before. And you can already, not even a year later, see that they're thriving in that area and how beautiful of a walking path that's going to be in our lifetimes for sure.
For me, community service wasn't just something that I stumbled into. It was really more of a learned behavior. My parents were really very big advocates, and they were very active in community service in the town that I grew up in Iota. There's a picture that I found from my 5th grade school yearbook, and it was of me and the other school council members planting a tree for Arbor Day. Whenever we first started working on Recover projects, this was one of the things that I really wanted to do, just because that moment, that picture was always in my mind. When I was young, it was just a little tree, but by the time I left Iota, it had really started to grow. And now my nieces and nephews go to that school, and they have the shade from that tree. So there's something to me that's very, very hopeful and very poetic about planting trees that you'll never really get to enjoy the full shade of, but future generations are going to get to enjoy it. And for us, for Lafayette Parks, we really wanted to go into some of these parks and do what we can to really improve them. I believe every child deserves a park that they can grow up in and be proud of.
She can really see the future and the impact of what she can do right now, and that's evident in everyone that volunteers on our projects. She sets a great example for anyone who wants to help out.
Planting trees provides so many wonderful benefits, especially in an urban area where we're losing a lot of trees to development, especially in these sorts of green public spaces. Planting these trees will provide habitat for birds, for bees. It'll help with stormwater mitigation. It'll do all sorts of things to provide us with cleaner air. All the things that the Lorax from the Dr. Seuss book talks about, that's for real. Like planting trees are a good thing. Last year we had such a positive response from the local news organizations to some of the neighborhood groups to the Lafayette Consolidated Government and Project Front Yard. Our members loved it. They loved coming out here and seeing the kids really kind of engage with us while we were doing it, that we set aside some money to do it again. So the funds from this award will go towards doing it in multiple parks again this year, purchasing some needed supplies to make sure that these trees last until they're grown and mature and we can enjoy their shade. And then also it's going to help us do something that we wanted to do last year but we just didn't have the funds to do, and that is really go in each parish in Acadiana, pick an elementary school and work with some of the elementary students to plant trees so that way they can learn the same sort of lesson that I learned 20 years ago. That's something that we really want to do. We want to share that lesson with young children, so by the time they come of age and they're in nonprofit organizations, they'll be doing it as well.
Gretchen always has this saying that she says, which is the best time to plant a tree was 30 years ago, but the second best time to plant a tree is today.